Before I start this video, I want to share some things with you. And I want to tell you what kind of get under my skin. And I'm going to say this about Stephen A. Smith and people who've been migrating from the far left all the way over to trying to be centerists. You know what I'm saying? They'll sit there and say, well, you know, I'm not a conservative, but I agree with such and such said. It was just a year and a half ago that you were a whole entire BLM demon. Blah, blah, everybody's killing us. Burn the cities down. Burn down the black cities. Yes, George Floyd. I summon George Floyd. All of y'all. Stephen A. Smith summoning the spirit of George Floyd. They're lighting candles. George, come back to us. George, come back to us, George Floyd. And all of a sudden, you got the nerve to sit up here and be like, yeah, you know, I'm disappointed in the people like Alex Jones and the people like Tucker Carlson. Man, shut all the way the hell up. Shut all the way the hell up. All the way the hell up.
Trump, no matter what you may think about him, if you are on the right, you could not ask for better than what he has done, because what he has done is what they have said they wanted and have been trying to get done for years. And even they admit that he's doing their bidding, yet they're in an uproar because the Department of Justice said there's no client list and the Epstein file case is closed. Really? I mean, I'm wondering I got to talk to Steve Bannon. I got to talk to him. I got to talk to some of these people, you know, the Tucker Carlsons of the world and everybody going crazy over the Epstein client list. That's what you're concerned about? I mean, you've got such a hard on for the president that you are losing your mind with all the things. Again, if you are a member of the right, you're a centrist, you're a leftist, you can't be too happy with what he's doing. But on the right, you have the audacity to look at this man like he's I don't want to be facetious, but you're treating him like he's the Antichrist right now because of the Epstein list. That's what you're mad about? I do find myself a bit shocked by that. I'm like, damn, I expected folks on the right to have a lot better things to complain about than that. But they really, I don't even want to bring up his name, but you know who it was that was crying on his podcast, you know, a few days ago because the Epstein list wasn't released. Really? That's what Bongino. I respect the hell out of Bongino. I really, really do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything he said, but I have profound respect for him and his service to our country, being, you know, doing the things that he has done. But that's what you're reportedly contemplating resigning. You're the deputy director of the FBI. Really?
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen A. Smith just jumped in piranha filled, alligator filled, python infested, crocodile swimming MAGA waters. And wow. Stephen A. Smith, bruh, I know that you like to get animated, and I know that Stephen A. Smith like to get a lot of publicity. But Stephen, you don't want to be picking war with the mad savage Alex Jones. You don't want to do that, Stephen. But I'm here for it all, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Stephen A. Smith made the biggest mistake he could ever make. Because Stephen A. Smith is a basketball guy who's trying to get into politics, and he's possibly talking about he could be running for president if the Democratic Party couldn't find someone. And Stephen, you do realize that that man right there is the one that's the founder and responsible for this revolution that everybody's in. That's like attacking great grandpa of a bloodline of savages. And then you want to go back to the oldest, most ancient one with all the war wounds, all the battle scars, the big scar across his face like this where his head been cracked open, and not the new stitches, the glue way. No. He got the stitches where his skin just like this all the way up his face. This is going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm bringing this to your attention because I want you to be able to watch this and see what's going on. You got to see this.
For a long time, and he sees the world's waking up, so he's Listen, I like Stephen A. Smith. I've liked him for a long time, and he sees the world's waking up, so he's kind of coming over to Trump world. He puts up this video, I'll post right next to this, saying we're treating Trump like the Antichrist. because we're pissed off by the Epstein list. They promised to release it. We know it's there. We know there's all these terabytes of videos. It's come out in all these court investigations and indictments. Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted of human trafficking. Now they put out a Justice Department memo a week ago saying it doesn't exist and he wasn't even a human trafficker. Ben Shapiro now says he didn't even jaywalk now, that Epstein's basically innocent. So it's this 180. It's this PR disaster. We then worry about what else is about to happen. No, all day long I talk about the positive stuff Trump does and how I want to support him and how I want to back him, want him to succeed. But I told people when this broke last Sunday or whatever, I said, this is a firestorm. Not with me, but with the public. You see the shakeup at the DOJ, the FBI, Bongino about to resign, Patel, all of it. This is a big deal, guys, because those files, those videos, that information is there. It's come out in court, a whole bunch of it. So Ben Shapiro can say it doesn't exist. It does, and that's the issue now. It's being told nothing ever happened. There's no list, there's no blackmail, nobody ever human trafficked, even though his partner in crime, Ghislaine, went to prison for it, even though her dad was Mossad, MI6, running it in mainstream news articles 15, 20 years ago. I mean, look, we're just informed, Smith. So I'm glad you're starting to get caught up and get woke up here, and I get it. I'm in horror over this. I want Trump to succeed. I need him to. The Democrats are trying to put me in prison. But we're not like Democrats. They're in a cult and just accept what the leadership says. We put Trump in power, and so people are pissed off. I'm going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. The public is getting pissed, okay? This is a major miscalculation. For whatever reason this happened, that's the facts, okay? That's what's going on. We're not in a cult. And so we demand more from our populist leaders than the Democrats do from their communist pedophile leaders. Got it? That's it. We don't want Trump or the DOJ, anybody joining in on the Epstein cover-up. We know what went on. It's the key of the deep state. We're not going to stop. Streisand effect in effect. Comprende?
Now, let me tell y'all something about Alex. And y'all, I'm going to tell you, I love y'all, so I'm just going to tell you the truth from what I see. Somebody might, if you listen to me a lot and you watch me a lot, you know I'm going to be lying to you. You see, Alex Jones is one of God's sons that he brings people towards for judgment. Well, DW, I don't know what you're talking about. Watch this. Remember, there's this guy that was running around, the guy with the dead eyes, forbidden media guy. What's his name? Black dude, forbidden media. He was running around saying that that Jesus was an Anunnaki and all the rest of this crap. Damn, what's that boy name? I just remember them dead eyes. Billy Carson. Thank you, Jesus. Billy Carson. Billy Carson was on his meteoric rise until Billy Carson got to the highest Christian altar in media, which was Alex Jones. He rose shoo, like a rocket. And then Billy Carson came on Alex Jones' show, which is indicative of the top of the mountain of media influence. And then what happened after he left that mountain? You want to know what happened? He left that mountain hospitalized. He left that mountain Wes Huff. He met Wes Huff. And what happened after that? Destruction. Full on destruction. So all I'm going to tell you is, homie, when you go at Alex Jones, you going at more than just a man. And people be like, GW, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't care if you don't get it. Because there's certain things. Stop, Alex. Stop, homie. Stop, Alex. Stop. There's certain things that some people who don't have the Spirit of God, you just don't get. You just ain't been taught it. You don't understand this. But the way judgment works is there's times where God brings men unto other men for judgment that he's in partnership with. So he'll give you what you want. Oh, okay. You want fame? Come through one of my sons who've been positioned in a spot where he's one of the most famous people there is. One of my most hardcore sons. And you're going to go on that altar. You can't say that Alex Jones don't talk about Jesus on the show. He's been talking about Jesus forever on the show. And he uses his influence to help the kingdom of God and defeat pedophile armies and wickedness all over the world. Because in the information war, that's what you do. You don't necessarily grab a sword or a gun. Your word is a sword. And Stephen A. Smith, I'm going to make a prediction. If Stephen A. Smith start a back and forth with Alex is going to say, come on the show, Stephen. Come on, Stephen. Come on the show. The minute Stephen A. Smith bring his dumb behind on Alex Jones' show, not the other way around, that will start the fall of Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, it's going to start the fall of Stephen A. It's not going to catapult him. He going to crush him, and he going to crumble. But let's go and see what Stephen A. Smith had to say. Now, Stephen A. Smith don't go. It would behoove you, Stephen A. Smith, not to go over there for that smoke. I'm just going to tell you, Stephen, this ain't Cuomo that you hanging out with.
Trump, no matter what you may think about him, if you are on the right, you could not ask for better than what he has done, because what he has done is what they have said they wanted and have been trying to get done for years. And even they admit that he's doing their bidding, yet they're in an uproar because the Department of Justice said there's no client list and the Epstein file case is closed. Really? I mean, I'm wondering I got to talk to Steve Bannon. I got to talk to him. I got to talk to some of these people, the Tucker Carlsons of the world and everybody else, going crazy over the Epstein client list. Mm-hmm. That's what you're concerned about? I mean, you've got such a hard on for the president that you are losing your mind with all the things.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith, you ignorant as shit. Yeah, you ignorant. You ignorant. You ignorant. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, Stephen, go on Alex Jones' show. Stephen A. Smith, I want you to call Alex Jones and go on. Don't go to Tucker Carlson. Don't go to Steve Bannon, because right now he clout chasing. Go straight to Alex Jones and get your behind toe into. Because for you to sit here and say the Epstein list is absolutely nothing is ridiculous. It just shows your lack of understanding of the cultural significance of the Epstein stratosphere, where everything, this orbit of Epstein, where all wickedness is in this one orbit. It just goes to show Stephen A. Smith's ignorance. And then he's so passionate in his ignorance. I mean, it's mind-boggling to see a man so passionate in such ignorance. Wow.
Again, if you are a member of the right, you're a centrist, you're a leftist, you can't be too happy with what he's doing. But on the right, you have the audacity to look at this man like he's I don't want to be facetious, but you're treating him like he's the Antichrist right now because of the Epstein list. That's what you're mad about? I do find myself a bit shocked by that. I'm like, damn, I expected folks on the right to have a lot better things to complain about than that. But they really, I mean, I don't even want to bring up his name, but you know who it was that was crying on his podcast, a few days ago because the Epstein list wasn't released. Really? Really? That's what Bongino, I respect the hell out of Bongino. I really, really do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything he said, but I have profound respect for him and his service to our country, being, doing the things that he has done. But that's what you're reportedly contemplating resigning. You're the deputy director of the FBI. Really?
But he puts up this video I'll post right next to this.
That boy's ignorant. Yeah. Stephen A. Smith, you're ignorant. I do mean you ignorant to the issue. You truly are ignorant. No, you're not ignorant. You ignorant. You ignorant to what's going on. But I tell you what, I think you should say Alex Jones' name and go on Alex Jones' show. Yeah. Since you want the clout, since you clout chasing, because that's what he just articulated that he was clout chasing. I got to talk to Steve Bannon. I got to talk to Tucker Carlson. And I refuse to say his name because Alex is Voldemort to them. He damn kryptonite, and he know it. That man is kryptonite to them.